Welcome to Cyber Espresso Podcast, your quick shot of cybersecurity insights with industry leaders. I welcome today's guest, Pranav Bhopatkar, Director of Cybersecurity at Honeywell. Pranav, good afternoon. Nice to have you.
Hi, Murat. Thank you for having me.
So, Pranav, in your experience, is there any important aspect that is often overlooked in OT cybersecurity?
Yeah, sure. In OT cybersecurity, I think we are all talking always about the tools and the tackles and the firewalls as well, right? And what is the next shiny object that is going to really help me protect my overall ecosystem? But actually, what everybody is missing is the human factor, right? And the
Mhm.
psychological safety, especially when it comes to the critical infrastructure in terms of the operators, in terms of the people who are working on the shop floor to kind of report anything which is unusual. Because as you know, the old saying goes in the OT, don't touch it if it is working fine.
Yeah,
So that is something which is there. And, most of the people are scared that, hey, I saw a glitch, but now everything is working fine. So maybe I no need to report it. So,
yeah, ignore
but
it.
this is where a safe environment, the psychological safety of the operators is very, very important, and the culture is
Yeah.
very important where the overall environment is such that the safety reporting is encouraged, just like you do in process safety environment as well.
So,
So,
how,
so
how do
definitely.
you overcome this psychological or cultural shift? Because it then is a human component and we resist. So,
Absolutely. So this is actually when it comes to the human psychology, it is again the classic triad of cybersecurity is the people, process, and technology. We
yeah.
we again tend to lean on the processes. We have the compliance part, the technology. We have all the tools, and the people. That is where the most important part comes in. So enabling them. Uh, Training them as well and making them aware that okay, what does this actual cyber risk mean? Because tomorrow to a plant operator you say, oh, there's a DDoS attack, probably he's not going to make sense of it. He's just going to say that okay, I don't know what's happening, but tell me what needs to be done. So an awareness is very, very important, be
Correct.
it from a framework perspective, be it from the overall action perspective as well, because at the end of the day, incident response at the SOC level, when an incident is escalated, eventually the people who are taking action
Yeah.
are the people on the ground. And resiliency is a team sport. So it is not one person, but it is something that the entire group needs to be aware of and work together as a team
Yeah.
to fight against those bad actors.
So you brought up very important keyword, awareness. Based on your experience, Pranav, is it possible to measure awareness, benchmark it?
I think we are doing some efforts in that way where we are doing something like training need analysis. So basically, we are auditing people. Today, what we are using cybersecurity is as a audit report tool. It is like a bolt-on. But
Mhm.
now it is time that we use OT cybersecurity as a plant heartbeat monitor. So that way the critical infrastructure is better equipped as well. And again, going back to the point of awareness and people, that is where we do the assessments on the people, identify what is their level of understanding, how aware they are in terms of the basic things. Because right now the awareness is not even there. What is a worm? What is a virus? What is this,
Exactly.
right? So right from that level, if we are able to identify the people, and also it should be role based. So an
Mhm.
operator should know what he should know. A supervisor should know something different. Maybe at a plant manager level, he's better equipped to understand on a governance level. Okay, what does a compliance mean? Because he's answerable to his board, he's answerable to
Yes.
the senior management as well. So, that is where we do the training need analysis based on
Very good.
the role. And then we come up with kind of some courses which then identify what would be the best fit for the role that that person is involved in.
Very good. So we talk about the people component
Yeah,
on people process technology. Let's talk about technology a little bit. AI being
sure,
one of the new technology, I shouldn't say
sure,
new, but AI is bringing a lot of benefits, but in the meantime, introducing new vulnerabilities and risks that needs to be addressed. So how
correct.
AI is revolutionizing or changing cybersecurity for critical infrastructure?
So AI is not just changing cybersecurity tools. Actually, it is changing the scale and the speed at which decisions are made in critical infrastructure as well. Because you talk about the tools in used in the critical infrastructure. Let's talk about some tools on the detection space, right? So when you talk about AI in detection tools, there are ML models which are now analyzing a lot of data that is going between the IT and OT, let's say, because of the convergence. We need to identify the overall data that flows within to flag any kind of lateral anomalies as well. The second part, I would say, how AI is revolutionizing is also on the response part, because that is, I think, the most important part, right? How quickly you react
Yes.
to the threat. And that also determines what how you can minimize the overall impact of that. And again, coming back to that, people are very important, definitely. But in the AI part, how it can be used is for faster containment, having dynamic playbooks which are verticalized, and that can be really helping the overall critical infrastructure industry to do that. And lastly, that is something also we at Honeywell are doing is something on the proactive defense, that is predicting the risks that are there. Because right now it is more about reactive protection, and we need to move towards a proactive defense, and that is something that AI is definitely enabling. So I think AI governance is very, very important. So AI can help us if we are embedding it into a human loop, because there, as you rightly said, there are also downside to AI where you can have alert fatigue if it is not tuned properly, and several other aspects. They can be synthetic data manipulations. The data validation in itself could be very much validated. So all the tools would be rendered useless, whatever anomalies and correlations that we are doing.
Yes, very correct. So, Pranav, I appreciate your time. A lot of insights, a lot of valuable information you shared. I again truly appreciate being part of our podcast and sharing your experience.
Sure, absolutely. And I just wanted to close with one thing is that,
Absolutely.
OT cybersecurity, I would say, is the new industrial hygiene.
Mhm.
If done right, it is invisible. But if it is ignored, it can be catastrophic.
Ah,
So that is I think is an important message that we at when we are protecting critical infrastructure, we are not only protecting the assets, but we are kind of building national level resiliencies, and also improving the environmental safety, because here it is already linked back to the environmental safety in terms of the process safety and the cybersecurity as well. And most importantly, which is the fundamental for cybersecurity, is we are building industrial trust. So that is
mm.
very, very important for us to know when we are dealing with critical national infrastructures. Thank you.
That's terrific. That's terrific. Again, truly appreciate Pranav.
All right. Thank you, Murat. Thank you
Take
for
care.
having me. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.